Hey everybody, Terry Weigel here, and isn't that noise kind of irritating? But man, I tell you what comes out after that is always fantastic for me. This is Terry Weigel from the Workout of the Day, and I got a couple of things for you today. So I'm sitting here doing my shake after doing a workout, and you know, I saw something on Facebook that kind of had me chuckling and scratching my head in amazement and all of that fun stuff. And it was somebody who made a post that they started doing a challenge. They started working out, getting healthier and all that. And one of their employees, of all things, basically went up to them and said something to the effect of, I don't like how you guys are always talking about this eating right and everything and working out and exercising and blah, blah, blah. I started sitting there thinking, man, what a bunch of noise. It's just noise that people like to throw, maybe because they're not happy with their life, whatever the case may be. But it got me to thinking back, you know, that noise and everything, those haters, if you will, are the ones who always drive me. Because when I was 242 pounds, I got all the fat boy comments and, you know, the chuckles when I'd be climbing the stairs and out of breath and everything. You know what? It doesn't matter. I've lost 40 some odd pounds. I got haters now. Why are you always working out? Man, if I only had time to work out like you do. Oh, God, you're always eating right. You don't ever eat anything that's good for you. And all this other bunk, you know. And that's what it is. It's noise. It's noise. And I just go, crunch, I don't want to hear it, you know. This is what I'm doing. And if I was that person, I probably would have looked at them and said, whatever their why was, whatever their reason was that they decided to get healthy again and start working out and eating right and eating, being healthy, I probably would have said, my why is bigger than your wine. Okay? Something to think about. My why is bigger than your wine. I want to see my grandchildren have grandchildren. I want to have another 50 years with my wife. I want to see my daughters and my son and grow up to be old people like I am so I can laugh at them like they laugh at me as I'm getting near 50 years old. Okay? Got news for you, folks. It doesn't end. And it doesn't matter whether it's health related or work related or whatever. I had as many people who criticized me when I decided I was never going to go to college. Yeah, see, okay, there you go. I was never going to go to college. You know, people criticized me, laughed at me. When my future mother-in-law asked what I did, and I told her I was in security, she just told my wife-to-be that, you know, it'll never work. And as I moved up through the corporate rank and started hating that world, that whole environment, and I walked away from a six-figure income, same people sitting there telling me, you're nuts. Why are you leaving such a secure job? Oh, by the way, 3 different companies and all of them just wiped out of the area that they were in. Okay, we always made it back home to where we live now. So it doesn't matter. People are going to throw noise at you, and you have to stand firm to what your heart tells you, what your belief tells you. You know, I know my good friend Joseph and his wife probably got a lot of grief when they started doing CrossFit. But you know what? They are so incredible to watch right now, how happy they are. They're kissing while they're sitting there lifting weights and stuff. May not be the safest thing. I'm sure it was for a photo opportunity. But, you know, they're happy. And I'm sure that their bow chicka wow wow time right now is probably as good as it was when they first got married. You know? Their why is bigger than the wines that are out there. How about your why? Why are you working out? Why are you exercising? Why are you getting into shape? Always keep that with you and always remember that. And I guarantee you, all that whining and stuff, you did crunch, get out of here. Crunch, I don't want to hear it. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for my why, and I don't need to hear your whine. And you know what? I'll bet you'll just the look on their face, it probably just shocked the bejeebers out of them, huh? So anyway, this is Terry Weigel. Be sure and visit me at theworkoutoftheday.com. We'll talk to you later. Bye.